Hi everybody, it's Danielle with Inspire Me to DIY, and it's Christmas Tree Tuesday, the last Tuesday in October. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do this again in November, but guaranteed we are going to do a lot of fun things. This is my last Christmas tree that I wanted to show you. Super easy to make. You can make it with the kids. I always suggest that you do the cutting and let them do the decorating. What we're going to make today, and I have a wooden version. Doesn't look like much, does it? This is my Christmas tree that I bought from Hobby Lobby a while ago. And see how it fits into each other? This is the template that we're going to use. Now you can draw your own template. Just make sure that when you put the slit in the middle, that they end like halfway through. So they both end right in the same spot. And then they just slide, whoa, right into each other. Now I'm going to, maybe they slide into each other. There we go. I'm going to make ours out of cardboard. And the one that I did a smaller version, and then I did a little bit bigger version. The smaller version I used shirt cardboard, and that was a lot easier to use. I don't have a piece that's not cut. Here it is. It's kind of thin. I've already started decorating mine with some fancy paper. And that's how we're going to do the little one. And it's still kind of drying. The bigger tree, this one here is made out of box cardboard. It's the corrugated, and you can see it's pretty thick. This one was kind of a booger to cut out. And what I used was my box cutter. Of course, I kind of have a fancier one. But make sure that your razor blade is good and sharp, otherwise you are just cutting from now till Whitsuntide. That was I don't even know what Whitsuntide is, but that's what my mom always used to say, from now until Whitsuntide. So I already have ours cut out. You can use, draw your own pattern if you want. I cheated and used the wooden one, but you can see that my slits started and stopped right in the same spot, so they'll meet up with each other. Now this corrugated, I'm not going to try to cover it with paper because I just don't think it's going to work out right. So what I'm going to try to do is paint a design on these. We'll see. Of course, I didn't paint one ahead of time, so we'll see what it looks like. I'm going to use white paint. What I really wished I would have had was a white marker. I'm going to get all my... If you guys could see this table, oh my goodness. If I had a white marker, then I could draw my design on there. And there's a sticker. That's one thing when you're cutting a box. This one had tape on it, and this had a sticker. So covering it up with contact paper, scrapbook paper, although contact paper would work. Or put decorations where your tape is. You can cover it up with a whole bunch of different ways. I am going to take my number round, my round number 2. I want a round brush, not a flat brush, because I want to be able to get a little bit more detail with it. And I have a paper plate that I used red on a couple days ago, so I can put my white over here and they won't mix. Maybe. Come on. There we go. I'm going to put quite a bit on there, and I need, well, nope, no reading glasses. Well, this ought to turn out really fabulous. I just had them a minute ago. Who knows? Probably walked into the kitchen and dropped them off in there. I bought a set of 5 pairs of readers, but I bought 2 sets because I have them all over the house and never have them where I do need them. I'm going to do like a little Scandinavian look, and that's more like a minimalist with just a pretty but simple design. So let's see. And I kind of want to make them equal all the way around, because when I put them together, I kind of want them to line up. So I'm going to put them side by side right here and just kind of do some kind of little fancy design. We'll see. Hopefully it turns out. And if not, we'll wish it had. So I'm really getting excited and getting ready for Christmas around here. I've already started putting up decorations here and there, and just sprinkling them in here and there until I get my trees up. Let's see. But this weekend is the weekend that I start. So I'm doing everything different this year. I'm not going to put my nativity set where I normally do. I'm going to make a bunch of these trees, and I'm going to put them all where my nativity was, which is a very large area. But I'm going to make it all a winter wonderland with trees and little reindeer and maybe some of those little houses. And I bought a couple of bird houses, from Michael's, that are just the plain wood that you paint, and I'm going to paint them white and put the German glass glitter, white glitter on the roof, and just have the whole thing like a snowy village. And those bird houses are like $3 a piece. So you go and buy one of those snowy villages, there's lots of money. And I'm all about doing things beautiful, but on the cheap. And I'm just kind of doing this as I go along. Let's see. Let me paint. Let's see. This goes this way. I'm going the wrong way. I kind of want them so when I put them together, they match up a little. So I'm kind of painting like that. Just little designs, and so when I put them together, the designs are going to match up a little bit. I think it's going to be sharp. Okay, it's kind of hard to figure out where the center of this one is because this one's got a slit going down the center, so it's a little easier. Let's see if I can mirror. I'm just drawing little designs and then trying to mirror them on the opposite side. So what is this? Tuesday, duh. So next Monday is Halloween. And I did not buy my candy yet because I would eat my candy. So I don't want to I don't want to buy the candy yet. But, you know, I want to be known, that one got out of hand. I want to be known as the house with the good candy. So I like to buy the good chocolate bars. You know, the kind you don't get a lot of. You always get a lot of the Milk Duds and, you know, stuff that's not near as wonderful. Oh, and I used to get a lot of the black licorice, which I do not like black licorice. And it's one of those things, you either like it or you just don't. And I just don't. Black licorice and candy corn, not a fan. But I love Peeps. I'll eat them all day long. Isn't that crazy? The things we love. Okay, I really messed up my little squigglies there at the end, but I think, let's do some stuff up here. I think it's going to be really pretty. I saw this on Pinterest where they did a bunch of these trees, and they really look amazing when they're all together, like a whole bunch of them. I think this is going to be really stunning. That looks good. And I'm just kind of doing some swirls and dots. Right, Carl Dog? Are you doing swirls and dots? Somebody got a brand new pair of jammies. Oh, did you get some new jammies? He loves his jammies at night. Whoa. Now I know we live in Florida, but he still gets cold at night. Don't you? You get cold? You got heavy jams? Yeah. He's a good boy. Aren't you? Your mama's a good boy? Yeah. Okay. I'm almost getting there. I love how this is looking. And you know what? I might put a bow on this, but I don't know. Isn't that crazy? Oh, that one right there, I don't know. And there's no way to fix it, but that's okay. Let me put this one over here so I can kind of match them up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's on this one. Okay. I kind of got a little out of hand. I'll be interested to see what these look like when you match them up. I'll have to let the paint dry a little bit, but that's why I started doing these with the paper on them, because I wanted them to dry a little bit before we did the back side. And then we can put those together. But I kind of like the idea of the contact paper. I didn't even think of that until I said it. It's like, yeah, that would be great. Okay. Let me see how this is gonna look. Oh my, oh, look how that matches up. Well, except for that goofy one. Isn't that great? I love that. And I think the more you do, the better you get at it. This is kind of, let's go this way. This is kind of my first attempt. So it's not too bad. Not fabulous, but not too bad. But I think if you make a bunch of these, it'll turn out just awesome. Let's see. This one goes this way, that way. This would also be another neat project to do with a group of girlfriends. I think anytime you can get together and have a crafting day. In fact, I just had a grilled cheese and tomato sandwich. Grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup, which is my comfort food. So I had what I really like. But I think it's fun when we get together as a group. We always have great food and stuff to drink. Usually everybody brings what they want to drink, but then everybody brings a snacky dish to share. Okay. I'm only going to do the two sides of this because that way you can see how it looks. Let's see. I love the ribbon. It looks like giant ribbons coming down. Okay. Polka dot, polka dot. Also, it's really easy to do polka dots with a Q-tip if you have those. Sometimes if I have a big enough end on my paintbrush, I'll dip it and do my dots that way. And sometimes, depending on the size of your handle, they turn out really good. Oops. Paintbrush got a little carried away. I had a hard time cutting out this thicker cardboard. I used a cutting board I got it from IKEA. It's a white nylon cutting board, and you can really like cut deep into it, and the cutting board's still fine. And I like that better than trying to do it on the wood cutting boards, because cutting something like this, a lot of times on the wood, it'll slip, and you do not want to get cut. Trust me. Ask me how I know. All right. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to put my paintbrush in the water. All right, let's put these two together. And then you can see, oh, maybe, come on. I had a hard time getting the slit just right in these. Also, let me tell you, cutting the thicker cardboard was a huge difference than cutting the shirt cardboard. What do you think? Oops. You kind of have to play with a little bit so it sits up right. There we go. I think I might have to trim the base because it's a little wonky, but there you go. So you can, wouldn't a whole forest of these be so pretty? I love this. I think it turned out great. Nice. In fact, I might do a little bit more in the center so it's filled in a little bit more. And once I get the other two sides done, it'll show on the rest of it. Let's do, I'm going to set this one on the floor right there. Let's do the smaller one. It looks like this side is dry. And you can see I kind of need to trim it on this side. So I'm going to do that quick, because otherwise I don't think they'll slide into each other. Okay. And make sure, I know I preach this a lot, but make sure you use your paper cutting scissors, not your cloth ones. Because once you use cloth scissors on this, you'll never use them on cloth again. Because the paper dulls them like crazy. And I kind of got the edges not perfect there, but that's okay, because I'll just trim that to go with my paper. There. I have a lot of zhuzhing to do. And then this is the other one of these, so you can see how that's going to be. Oh, that's pretty. Let's do these two sides with that, and then we'll have, this tree will be done, but there's something else I want to put on there, so let me plug in my hot glue gun, because I have not burned myself yet today. Can't have a day go by without burning yourself. Okay, let me get my water out of the way. And I put my glue brush in the water just to keep it soft, because you don't want the glue to harden in there. You'll just wind up throwing the brush away. Now I had, since my paper is only 12 by 12, I had to cut them. I had to do the tops and then the bottoms, because they were just, the paper was not big enough. Oh, here's my other bottom. Okay. So let's do, and I have the slit cut there, but I have not cut it yet all the way through. I'm gonna glue up my cardboard first, and then when you put your paper, your craft paper on your cardboard, it's gonna wrinkle all over the place, but that's okay, because once your glue dries, the wrinkles just go away. It tightens back up, or shrinks back up. Okay. And you kind of have to work fast with this, because if your glue dries, then you got to re-glue. Okay, and I see a spot on my cardboard that did not get glue. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's start at the top so it lines up good. Okay, there's that one. And line it up at the, oh, I need glue on the top. There we go. Line that up good. Come on. And using this paper instead of contact paper, you can see I can pick it up and adjust it, put it back down. With contact paper, I don't think you get a second chance like that. All right, so now I need this one. Gotta line up this where the slit goes. Okay, and I should pour some of this out, but I didn't. I never know how much, and then I wind up wasting it. And I don't want to do that. Mod Podge is not cheap. Okay, make sure I get a really good coat on there. It's stuck. It's stuck to the paper. And I'm not using one of my good brushes for Mod Podge. I never do. I like a nice flat brush. Flat brush, not round. But I don't want it to be one of my good brushes because even though I clean these out real good, sometimes that glue just sticks in there. So I have brushes that I use over and over again for my glue. Make sure I line that up. Oh, wow. Oh, I spoke too soon. I was going to say that lined up really quickly. There. Okay. Some glue on the top. Right there. Now, I am going to do a coat over the whole thing. And then I'll do my other side. Start at the top. And if you get glue on your table, just let it dry completely and then it peels right off. So not a big deal. Right. Yeah, it's really bubbling up through there, but that's okay. It used to drive me crazy and I would try so hard to straighten it out. And it would straighten out on its own anyways. But I'm not a patient person, so I was like, no, I need to have it straight now. And then you wind up either tearing your paper or driving yourself crazy for no reason because it's going to straighten out. So I've got most of my Christmas shopping done. I have just a couple more things to get. Stocking stuffers and stuff like that I don't have yet. But I want, by December 1st, everything's got to be done. Christmas cards, the whole 9 yards, because I want to spend that last month enjoying myself. Going to Christmas parties. I don't know what to do with this. I'm just going to stand here and hold it. I want to go to Christmas parties. I want to go drive around and look at Christmas lights. I mean, there's just so much stuff that we do at the holidays that if you're stressed out because your house isn't decorated or your Christmas presents aren't bought, I shop really early, and that is because I don't have all that kind of money all at once. But if every payday I buy one nice gift for somebody, by the time Christmas rolls around, I have nice gifts for everybody. Not something that I pulled out of the dollar bin at Target because I couldn't think of anything else. I have a note, you know, the notepad or the notepad that it's an app you download on your phone. That is what I use to write down my Christmas presents throughout the year. If I come up with an idea or something, I'll put the person's name on that note and what I'm thinking would be great for them. Now, a lot of times I change the gift because maybe that didn't turn out to be such a great idea anyways. But usually if I'm with a person enough and they say, wow, I wish I had this or that, or wow, isn't that really pretty over there? I really like that. That's when I write things down. And then at Christmas, they look at me like, Oh my gosh, how did you remember that? And I look like a rock star, but I don't have the memory to remember what I did yesterday. So my phone has saved my bacon. Okay, let's put this last piece on. Oh, Jesus, right in front of me. Jeez Louise. See if I can get this to line up. Come on. I'm a very well organized person. I mean, I organize everything. Sometimes too much. Well, no, not too much, because I've always know where things are. But Christmas is just so magical for me. It's something that I've always loved. And having everything done early, let me tell you, it just really makes you feel good when you're not stressed. And maybe you can bake those cookies because you don't have a ton of other things you have to get doing. You have to get doing. Okay. Let's see. What I would like to do on this tree after I get it all together is put some of those little jingle bells on the end of every branch. That's why I'm hoping that I can get these to dry quickly. I can't plug, I'm gonna put this in the water. I can't plug my fan in because my glue gun is plugged in. I've got just enough plugs, but not really. Okay, let go. Let go, let go, let go. Thank you. Ah. Okay. So I do need to trim through there, but you know, I can do that later. I think what I want to do now is, let me take this other one, see if it's drier a little bit, is I am going to put my jingle bells on. This is the wet side. Glue all over me. I know I'm probably looking right at them. These are my wood beads. I have stuff everywhere. Here they are. I have pom-poms, jingle bells, all sorts of stuff. And I think I'm going to use my green ones. Let's see if I have enough. I know I have a lot of gold. I might have to alternate green and gold. So, nope, I got 2 packages. Well, 1.5. Okay. I wonder if I just glue them on and then we put them together. Let's try that. Why not? We can try that. Okay, put my bells out right here. And let's see, is my glue gun hot enough? It is. Okay. You know what? I'm going to burn myself. Oh. Put my fingers on. But then it's hard to pick things up. I am going to... That's an accident waiting to happen. Let's turn this. See if I can do it this way. I'm going to put the glue right there. And then put the bell on. What I love about glue is, hot glue, is it sets up quickly. Okay, let's do the next one. Can you see? There we go. Ugh. Stick it on there. Yep, that looks like it's going to stay. Oh, gosh, I like how these bells look. They look pretty good. Notice I can't talk and hot glue things at the same time. That's a tragedy because I like to talk. I'm sure you guys have noticed that already. Heavens to Betsy. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. What do you think, Carl? Huh? I think that it's bedtime for somebody. What do you think? Huh? You think it's bedtime? Because you're getting antsy. All right, I'm going to try it without the fingers. Let's see if I can burn myself. I just have a hard time holding on to things with them. Okay. Oh, I think I might have enough. If not, I'll have to go buy another package. Okay, this has got glue strings galore. Look at jingle bells. Okay, I'm going to set that off to dry. You set right there. And then I'm going to jingle bell this one up. I think putting embellishments, yeah, on things just kind of brings it to the next level. That's why I like bows on things and just different layers. Of course, there are times I like things just plain too. Depends on what it is. Okay. Oh, this is going to turn out so sharp. There we go. Got glue on me. Get off. Did you see the window clings? I think they were snowflakes that they make out of hot glue. You take a piece of glass and you set it down in front of you. You don't actually do it on the window. But on the back side or the underside, you have a drawing of a snowflake. And then you follow it with the hot glue and let it set. And then you can peel it off of that glass and stick it on your window like a window cling. It's like, how cool is that? I think I might try those, especially for my back doors here. All right. Look at those. Okay, I'm going to try to do this other side, and then I'll do the other side of the first one. Let go. I got glue strings just everywhere. Get on there. Whoa. So on Facebook, I put a link to my blog where you can get a lot of the craft items that I use all the time, like this glue gun. I love this thing, mainly because it's got a high analog setting. So depending on what I'm using, I don't have to switch out my glue gun. I can use, and the glue sticks that you buy for it are for high and low glue settings. So you don't have to mess with any of that. Because certain things you cannot use the higher setting on, like styrofoam, you'll melt it. And then there's some things you can't use the low setting on, like metal, because it won't stick. Okay. Yep, I'm going to have to open that second package, but I'm glad I got it. This was just a half package. I got a brand new package yet. Come on. Oh my gosh, I love how this is turning out. Jingle bells, jingle bells. All right, let's get this side. And I need to open my next package. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I already have one out, so I need 6 more. Oh, maybe. I'm taking these off. Cannot use my fingers. 4. Okay. I might have enough, or I might have one too many. The last side. And I'm doing these one at a time. You probably could glue, 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 and then come back and stick them on, but some of these I had to hold on there a little bit. This coming Saturday, I'm doing a fall project, but I think it's going to be my last fall project, and then we'll get in there to Christmas. Because if you want to make things for your house or to give away, you got to start. You just got to start. Because I always have a ton of things I want to make, and I never get to do all of it because I just run out of time. So that's why starting early is genius. Okay. All right, I'm going to put my glue gun over here. Let's see. I might have to wait a second. I'll just pull glue strings off while I'm waiting for it to dry. Goodness, there's a bunch. I have it on the low setting, and that's why you get more glue strings. Let go. All right. Cross your fingers. Let's see if this works. It's still kind of wet, so I probably shouldn't start this yet. Oh, guys. Oh, I like this. Yay! And you can string lights on these. That would be a really cute idea. I gotta make my bases a little better. But what do you think? It's got the little jingle bells and all. I love how it turned out. And you could use any paper, any embellishments. You could put a star at the top, which they're not out here, but I have a package of wooden stars that would look really good. And the best part about this is when Christmas is over, all you have to do is take them apart and they store flat. So they don't take up a lot of storage room. I love this. I'm so glad I bought this one because it was nice to be able to use it as a template. If you like this project, I know I did, and it was so simple to make. It took 38 minutes, a little less because I've been talking. But if you like this project and you want to keep it, or you want to see more of what I do here at Inspire Me to DIY, hit the little follow at the top. If you're already following me, thank you so much. If you want to find me elsewhere, I'm on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and on my blog, Inspire Me to, the number 2, inspireme2diy.com. I hope you enjoyed this. I really did. I can't wait to make a whole bunch of these. And if you do make these, I would love to see pictures. If you could put them in the comments below or put them on my blog in the comments, that would be awesome. Thank you so much and have an amazing Tuesday night. Bye.